How do you do, fellow kids? Today I want to talk to you about Sleepwalker. I have a Marvel Legends review. I'm going to be looking at or opening my Sleepwalker. I picked this up a few months ago. This was released as part of um, the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness wave. I don't really collect the figures from the movies. There's so many variations from movie to movie. A billion different Iron Mans and Captain Americas and everything like that. But I do pick up every once in a while. I pick up a comic book figure that is, something that I remember and I really liked. And Marvel Sleepwalker, he was just introduced in the right time. When I was really kind of getting into comic books. When I was in high school, junior high school, and so I have a lot of fond memories of Sleepwalker. When he was part of that movie wave, my first thought was, oh my gosh, he's gonna be in the movie, but he wasn't. It's just to kind of fill out that wave. You can see the rest of the wave here. These are kind of your movie characters here. And then you've got a couple other, couple extra. This guy's Despair. Cool figure, not one that I'm super familiar with. And then, of course, now I've got a leg or what do I have? I have a leg. I have a hoof for Rintra, which is a cool Build-A-Figure. But then again, I'm not gonna go all out and get the whole wave. So got some cool artwork on the side of Sleepwalker. Really kind of a unique figure, it's for a unique character. It's one of those things where Marvel had been around for decades and decades, and so introducing new characters, they really had to kind of like think outside the box and come up with something new and unique. Or in some cases, kind of like taking something that was a very small idea from Tales of Suspense and making that into a character, kind of fleshing that out. And the best example I think I can think about is Groot. Groot was just kind of like a weird tree monster. That was introduced in, I think, like the 1960s in Tales of Suspense. And, they, kind of like revamped him to be, a weird, cosmic character in the Guardians of the Galaxy. So I could definitely see that potential with something like Sleepwalker. Sleepwalker is, some sort of superhero that he basically comes out of the mind of his alter ego when his alter ego is asleep. He looks cool. He's got a really cool design, but as far as his power set and his story, he's a little bit lackluster. So anyway, I'm gonna stop this and get him out, and we'll take a look. All right, here he is. Got my Sleepwalker. He's got some really cool detail. I don't know if I don't know how well that's coming through on the video, but he does seem to have like a little bit of a dark wash that kind of makes his like musculature pop a little better. Pretty interesting looking character. The colors really, I think the colors really popped together. That purple with the green skin and everything, and his red glowing eyes. He does have a really cool, ominous look to him, and he's got like kind of a shredded, tattered cape, where you can see where all the holes and the tatters are. He comes with the only accessories he has are his his hands. He's got a fist, a closed, two closed fists, and two sort of I don't know, kind of like magical hands. So I've got his left hand kind of using stretched out using the force, and his right hand as a fist there. So he has a really unique look. He always reminded me of a Duros from Star Wars, which is the same kind of alien as Cad Bane from the Clone Wars. Although Duros are blue, and Sleepwalker's green, but I don't know. I would have to say that Marvel may have may have kind of copied that look from Star Wars. But anyway, yeah, I think this guy looks pretty cool. And here's Sleepwalker with a little bit of a mystical ensemble with Doctor Strange and Moon Knight. I think these. Oops, there goes Doctor Strange. His cape. His cape really makes his. It makes it hard for him to stand properly. But anyway, yeah, I think he fits in with these guys as a team up. Wouldn't mind reading a comic book that teams up these superheroes. So here's something I have never done before. Is I went into my comic archive and I found my my issue of Sleepwalker #1. I bought this probably about 20 years ago. Well, let's see, it must have been more than 20 years ago. It was probably in the late 90s. It was probably several years after 1991. I first originally read this comic book. I borrowed it from a friend of mine who had the first issue of Sleepwalker, and then when I saw it, at my comic book store, I decided to buy this one and the first few issues of Sleepwalker. So, yep. So I don't know if I've ever read this one, although I do remember reading this this issue. Marvel's newest superhero, evildoer's worst nightmare. First issue first issue collector's item. So, yeah, they were really pushing the, first issues are collector's items back then. All right, so that's Sleepwalker #1. Then here's Sleepwalker #2, and he's in battle with 8-Ball. I think 8-Ball was meant to be his nemesis. Real wild stuff there. And issue #3 got a cover with a lot of the popular Marvel characters, Wolverine, Iron Man, Captain America. And then issue #4, Sleepwalker in battle with Bookworm. So there's this guy who opens up a book and you get attacked by the characters in the story or something. So yeah, real wacky stuff back in the early 90s. These all came out in 1991. So yeah, lots of fun. Real colorful, yeah, crazy comic books from back in the day. I hope you've enjoyed my review of Sleepwalker, and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'd love to hear some of your thoughts on Sleepwalker and some of the other 90s comic book characters. Another one that I really enjoy was Darkhawk. I have several Darkhawk comic books, and Darkhawk and Sleepwalker kind of came out around the same time. So, I kind of have, kind of associate those two together. And, yeah, this was a really fun action figure to pick up.